Hello, Janet Wilson here, founder of Dernier Publishing and the Write for a Reason course. This little video is just to give you some ideas of how you can improve the pace of your story. It's just 3 quick ideas. There are, of course, lots of things that you can do, but I hope these 3 you'll find helpful. The first idea is to cut out in dialogue anything that you have already written in the narrative. For example, if in the narrative you said that Harry perhaps is concerned about his brother, he might think perhaps he's keeping a secret and that it's becoming a problem for him, then you don't need to then have Harry tell somebody else exactly the same thing. So if you've repeated yourself in any way, go back and see which is the best place to keep it in and which is the best place to cut it out. Your readers will thank you because they don't need to read the same thing twice. The second thing that you can do to improve the pace of your story is to cut out any unnecessary dialogue. I don't know if you've noticed, but on television programmes, when people are on the phone, they often don't say thank you for calling or even goodbye. And that's because these extra words, these extra few seconds, all add up and they're not really necessary. So look back over your dialogue, and if you've got any chatting, polite conversation that isn't moving the story forward, setting a scene or helping us to get to know your characters better, just cut them. If you need to say they exchanged polite conversation, say so in the narrative. You don't need to have them go through how's the family and how are you doing and what about the new job, and all these sorts of little pleasantries which just pad out a story. Cut them all off, cut them back as far as you can to make it your story move along a lot quicker. The very last thing you can do is take a look at all your scenes. Are they really necessary? I was sent a manuscript where on a beach scene, the family were making sandcastles, and Dad was doing a very clever job of letting everybody know how medieval castles were constructed. But this didn't have anything to do with the plot or the story of the book in general. So we cut that scene. It just wasn't necessary. It was a lovely scene, it was very interesting and informative, but it wasn't necessary for this story, so we cut it out, and the author can always use it for another book in the future. You never know what might you cut out and might be useful for something else. Another story was one that was set in Rwanda, and there was a lovely scene where a boy went out on a lake fishing, and a hippo struck. Now, this was very exciting, and I'm sure the boys would find that really interesting, but again, it did nothing for the story. It wasn't moving the story forward to its conclusion. So again, we cut it, and I'm sure the author will be able to use that too. So there we have 3 ways to help you to speed up the pace of your story. I hope that's been really helpful. If so, please like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on our Write for a Reason website, do subscribe to receive new updates so that you'll never miss another writing tip. And if there's any way that I can help you, please let me know through the contact form. Thank you very much for listening.